Today's topic is microbial growth kinetics. Let us see the growth pattern and kinetics in batch culture as well as in the continuous culture. First, let us see growth pattern and kinetics in batch culture. The batch culture is a closed culture system which contains an initial limited amount of nutrients. The inoculated culture have to pass through the number of phases as shown in the figure. The four phases are lag phase, log or exponential phase, deceleration phase, stationary phase or death phase. See, first one is the lag phase. After inoculation, there is a period during which it appears that no growth take place in this place. This period is referred to as lag phase and may be considered as the time of adaptation. In a commercial process, the length of the lag phase should be reduced as much as possible, and this may be achieved by using a suitable inoculum. And next one is log or exponential phase. This is a period during which the growth rate of the cells gradually increases and the cell grows at a constant maximum rate, and this period is said to be log or exponential phase. In this phase, we can calculate the maximum specific growth rate, that is mu. The exponential phase may be described by the equation as here the rate of the growth is directly proportional to the concentration of the cells. So in order to remove this proportionality, we are introducing the constant, that is mu specific growth rate, where x is number of cells or the concentration of the microbial biomass, where t is time in hours, mu is the specific growth rate in R inverse. By rearranging the above equation and by integrating, we have dx by x is equal to mu into dt. Here we are applying the limits 0 to t. On integrating this above equation, we get log x, that is 0 to t, and mu into t, that is 0 to t. By applying the limits, log of xt minus log of x naught equal to mu t minus mu naught. Then log xt by x naught is equal to mu into t. Again, taking log on both sides, we have xt by x naught is equal to e power mu t, and xt is equal to x naught into e power mu t, where x naught is the number of cells at the beginning of the exponential growth phase, and xt is the biomass concentration after the time interval t in hours. E is the base of the natural logarithm. Again, taking natural log on both sides, we have ln xt minus ln x naught is equal to mu t. Here ln xt is equal to ln of x naught plus mu t. If we plot a graph between biomass concentration and time in hours, we'll have the straight line. The slope of this straight line gives the value of mu. In this way, we can calculate the maximum specific growth rate in the batch culture. During the exponential phase, the nutrients are in excess and the organism is growing at its maximum specific growth rate for the prevailing condition. The cessation of the growth, that is the growth may stop due to the depletion of some essential nutrients in the medium, that is substrate limitation, and the accumulation of some autotoxic product of the organism in the medium, that is toxic limitation, or sometimes the combination of two may occurs. Next one is deceleration phase. Here the growth of the organism has resulted in the depletion of the substrate. In the deceleration phase, the growth of the organism has resulted in the depletion of the substrate to the growth limiting concentration which will not support the mu max, that is maximum specific growth rate. Here the depletion of the nutrients starts at the deceleration phase. Next one is stationary phase or death phase. Here the stationary phase in a batch culture is that point where the growth rate has declined to zero. Thus in batch fermentation it is used to produce the biomass concentration, primary and secondary metabolites. And next one is growth pattern and kinetics in the continuous culture. We can calculate the maximum specific growth rate in the continuous culture by this method. Here the exponential growth in the batch culture may be prolonged by the addition of fresh medium into the vessel. Exponential growth will proceed until the additional substrate is exhausted. This procedure is repeated until the vessel is filled. If a medium is fed continuously to the culture at a particular suitable rate, a steady state is achieved. Steady state is input is equal to output. That is, the formation of new biomass by the culture is balanced by the loss of cells from the vessels. Thus, the flow medium into the vessel is related to the volume of the vessel by the dilution rate D. That is, dilution rate is equal to flow rate by the volume. Flow rate is given by decimeter cube per hour and volume is given by decimeter cube, and dilution rate D is equal to hour inverse. The net change in the cell concentration over the time period is given by dx by dt is equal to input minus output. Here input is growth. So dx by dt is equal to growth minus output. So dx by dt is equal to, here growth is mu x minus dx. Under steady state condition, the cell concentration remains constant. That is, mu x is equal to, dx by dt is equal to 0. So therefore, mu x equal to dx and mu equal to d. Under the steady state condition, the specific rate is controlled by the dilution rate, which is an exponential variable. In this way, we can calculate the maximum specific growth rate in the continuous culture. Thank you.